Welcome again to the stream for the World Championships of Warhammer here, playing Underworlds for the semifinals, and then eventually the finals. Today, we're a little bit late because it actually turns out that we have two folks competing for the final that are under the age of 18, so we had to get a little bit of extra consent. But it is essentially at this point down to Poland and Austria as the potential champion nations. Players are just getting set up right now. We have Michael from Austria.
And we've got Bartosz from Poland.
And they are playing Elethanes for Michael and Malog for Bartosz.
Right.
Let's get to the game.
Let's do it. All right, need to do some logistics because we just found our pairing, so we'll get all of the names correct, names and countries and war bands.
I think it might be spelled slightly differently. Double check.
All right, we'll start with that spelling and then I'll get corrected.
No, you have it correct.
And then the one thing I'm so good at all of the logistics of this is I did not ask them their deck pairings. So unless you happen to remember, Phil, what their deck pairings are.
No, I don't. I'll go ask.
Might have to take a... Phil will go ask. We know the war bands at least. All right, Phil is working his way back over. Blazing Pillage. Yeah. Different choice. Significantly more in the flex realm than what we've seen before.
And I believe it is Blazing Reckless Fury for Malog here.
A Blazing Reckless Fury Malog. So full aggro, charge token manipulation Malog.
Yes.
All right, and we will reset the glory, reset the rounds. And we are ready to go. So we've got some shuffling happening, drawing. I believe that Bartosz is going to mulligan his objectives, considering his power hand. Michael seems pretty happy with his hand, not making any moves.
I would agree with that. I think yes. So the mulligan here. Both players looking ready, energized, excited. I would guess for the chance to play for the finals of the World Championships.
Yeah, certainly a great position. We've got we've seen those pierogi tokens from Yaroslav for his blight markers. All right, so there's a crit. And
I believe it was a hammer for Bartosz that was not rolled in the tray.
But it was rolled on the stream.
So. It was rolled on the stream. We could still see it. So, yes, with Blazing Reckless and playing Pillage, I would imagine that Michael is likely going to look at a Spitewood board, which is what he is currently looking at. He's probably trying to decide about the different token placements and the starting hexes.
So we've got one board out. Michael taking a look at another board.
Yes, taking a look at the Emberguard board, just in case. Trying to make some comparisons. Taking a lot of factors into account here. Trying to make sure that the board does not contribute to any sort of problem.
All right, in the background, taking care of some logistics, posting in the Discords.
Players just confirming with us that they're good to go. And they are. Michael ultimately settling on the Emberguard board with 2 blocked hexes. I have to imagine that this is trying to disrupt the range attacks from Mollog.
And we've seen that before.
And we have seen that before. When we were watching the game between Daniela and Michael with his Thundrix, trying to use those blocked hexes to keep a little bit of a safe line of sight against Mollog.
Right. Future token placement.
2 tokens ending up in Michael's side of the board to start. Slightly offset. The one behind the token. And one in no one's territory, so trying to keep the tokens closer to the center of the board, I imagine. Michael placing one close across the line. That could be because he's trying to set up some of the pillage scoring for delving in enemy territory. But it could also just mean he wants to have it relatively accessible. Now, when we see that these 2 tokens in Michael's territory are set up in such a way that he has 2 starting hexes right behind them, he has the opportunity to move 1 elf forward and hold both tokens.
That would be something I would certainly do.
Yes,
Hey,
it would be
prudent.
potentially ideal to be able to delve quickly with the fish and the crab, as well as moving forward. Now, it will be interesting if moving forward is actually something that Michael is interested in doing, knowing that there is a angry troll waiting for him across the board.
I imagine a world in which Mollog starts on or near, I believe that's objective or treasure token 1, knowing that is probably a favorite spot for Furain to pop on and try to stay on.
Yes, and there is Furain as suspected. The Bat Squig going to the other side, using his speed to be able to fairly likely dive deep. And yes, we get the Spine Fin in the back in the position to be able to push on to that objective 4. I have to imagine coming this far, both players have likely faced off against each of these warbands previously throughout the tournament, as there were 4 Elethanes and 7 Mollog players in the total tournament. So this match will probably not have too many surprises for either of these players.
Yeah, and both sharing Blazing Assault. You have to imagine there's a strong understanding of what each player might be going for.
Lag Squig
There.
putting himself in that spot to help be annoying against anyone who tries to hold objective 3.
Yep. Doing Claw going right behind treasure token 2, as we guessed.
As expected. It is interesting. It would have been possible to not have both of those treasure tokens set up in such a way that the
stacking totally on the Mollog side.
To the one side of the board. The roll, we have
a hammer and a hammer.
So we will re-roll.
All right. Let's go again. We've got a surrounded and a surrounded.
How many times can they do it, folks?
A crit. And a crit.
Oh, my
This
goodness.
is amazing. A hammer and a hammer.
Oh, no.
I believe we are going into our 5th roll-off here. A single support. And a
single support. This is statistically improbable, folks.
There we go. Finally, somebody wins. Very exciting.
We see that Michael will have the choice. Oh, my goodness.
That was 7?
Wild.
7 rolls.
7 rolls with 7 ties.
Yep.
Just quick discussion for Jared. I'll continue to talk while he is discussing. I would guess that, yes, Michael is going to have Bartosz go first. And Michael just confirming something about the tokens that Bartosz is using, potentially just talking through the symbols that are being used.
Santiago Lima to the judges table. Santiago Lima to the judges table.
So for anyone that isn't familiar, there is the Staggerers blog. That has the second, and at this point, I'm going to be honest, probably more complete deck library that Michael runs. So you should definitely check that out.
Ah, very good. All right, so Batsquig charging. Oh, and he gets the full 3 successes because of that
Because they are
absolutely silly
surrounded.
surrounded ability.
Yep. So
Needing some crit. And there's the crit
crit.
to reduce the
reduces the damage.
I don't know if
Well, yeah,
Batsquig
but he
would-
does get to stand fast, which is
Yes.
probably more important.
He does get to stand fast. He also we're seeing
Wrong
Bartosz
side.
score perfect strike right
oh, no,
away,
that
which
is the right side.
absolutely a perfect card to run for Mollog because of being able to have surrounded so often.
Right.
But also to get stuck in. The classic, as we have seen so many times throughout this tournament.
Skylar is rooting for Elethane. Matt Skull's commenting that he was, boy howdy, wrong about Soul Raid.
Boy, howdy indeed. Although, to be honest, I thought Soul Raid had a good chance of competing well into this tournament. They have a lot of great tools. Furain, as we saw yesterday when we had Elethane on stream, just incredibly difficult to deal with. We're just going to have Tamael stand and throw a shot. He gets 2 successes because of the single support. He has the reroll for a hammer. All right, and that will be a hit onto the Batsquig. And we'll drive him away. Do not want the supports.
Yep, and then now we get the push.
Yes, pushing closer because there's an Elves activation, and wow, that is such an effective maneuver to be able to do that.
It's also removed the surrounded from the Batsquig.
Yes.
We see this delving start to happen.
Yeah. Shields up.
Shields up.
So we'll be going on guard. The Batsquig trying to make sure he doesn't lose the Batsquig too quickly here. I would guess. I don't know that positioning is particularly important for the Batsquig right now. All right. And both players pass the power step, and we are on to the second activation for Bartosz. Trying to attack Duneclaw yet again. He has surrounded on 2 dice here, so he will get 2 successes on this. But the crit.
So continue to stand fast,
yes.
but 1 more damage goes through.
Yeah, the damage continuing to stack up. And we are seeing a card be scored. They're discussing whether it should score.
We have.
Yes, because he has a fighter with a charge token and a guard token in enemy territory.
Oh, there we go.
Yes, some of the more passive scoring that is available from Blazing Assault.
Yep, and it explains the guard token beyond just survivability.
It does. Or not Blazing Assault. Reckless Fury.
Right.
It is one of the interesting things about Reckless Fury as a deck. It is very aggressive, but it has scores that can happen without having to roll dice, which can be very helpful for those aggressive decks.
Yep. So we see our second delve here.
Yes, getting 2 delves. Well on our way for being able to score Broken Prospects at the very least, and making inroads towards Torn Landscape.
That
All right, so we are again standing and attacking. I believe that's 1 success. The reroll says, I think just the 1.
Dodge,
so
but we will drive back.
But continuing to disrupt the positioning for those surrounded assists coming from the Swigs. It is, I would guess, and yes, and then we get the surge for having attacked twice without having charged. And that is quite simple when you have multiple fighters with range 3 attacks.
And fighting it against an aggressive warband that wants to be in your territory.
They will come to you, and you can just fire away. Makes some nice surging. Both players off to a solid start here. Now, I would have to imagine, as Bartosz looks through his power cards here, he is trying to decide where does he want to go with his Mollog. He can attack Tamael, but Tamael early on is probably not a target that feels super great because Tamael can be revived.
Also not certain you want to put yourself as Mollog right in the middle of all 3 of those elves.
Correct.
Right before they inspire.
Yeah. There's also the possibility for having Mollog attack Furain, but given that Mollog has only speed 3, he would only be able to hit her for 1 damage because of her stand fast ability. Feels rather inefficient.
Not the best way to take her out of action,
No.
one could say.
But as we were discussing yesterday, there is the possibility that you want to just start putting damage on her as early as possible.
So we're deciding who to attack.
And he is attacking Furain.
I mean, we talked about this, that maybe the strategy is to just focus her down. And that is a crit and a success. A crit,
but no success.
No success.
So there won't be any drive back because the attack was successful, but the damage is reduced to just 1. This could be a moment now.
Oh.
And he is using the ability for when Mollog moves to pull a squig in to support. It does make it harder to charge Mollog back if these fighters were wanting to, okay, so accurate coming out here onto Tamael. That suggests that we're probably going to see a charge away with Tamael to spear one of these squigs.
Yep. The other thing I noticed with that push is it blocks Furan from being able to get on that treasure token.
And Tamael has flying? Oh, no. There's an extra hex there. The tokens are just covering it up. And he's twisting the knife here. Ooh, 2 successes. Reroll for a crit. So it'd be interesting. Is he taking out a squig or was he attacking Mollog here?
He is attacking Mollog.
All right, so putting a whopping 3 damage on Mollog already. Trying to decide about driving him back, probably. Could break up his positioning slightly. But if he drives him further back, it'll make charges easier for Mollog going forward. So likely he's going to leave him there. It'll be interesting. Does Tamael delve this down to get the 3rd token delved now? And then also going to the final activation here for Bartaj, does he have to risk playing without denying stand fast? And we do in fact see the delve, so we get the 3rd token delved down. We see a power card. We're seeing Bellowing Tyrant come out onto the Stalag Squig. There's not much else that the Stalag Squig can do. And Bellowing Tyrant, an interesting choice because Bellowing Tyrant does require that a fighter has a charge token. As of the most recent update, Stalag Squig does count as having a charge token at all times. So Bellowing Tyrant, a much easier maneuver for the Stalag Squig.
Yep.
It's actually quite good because it does allow him to then push many fighters, which could mean that he is allowed to reposition here, grabbing a token to deny Strip the Realm, as well as get Mollog into position for the next round.
Right. That's it.
Which I imagine has got to be what the plan here is.
That is an amazingly efficient activation.
It is. 2 pushes. The only other fighter in the game who can do that is Varklov with the Thorns of the Briar Queen, and we know how good that ability is. He's deciding whether he wants to also push the Spike Shroom, I think. Because it can be a push for all fighters who have charge tokens, I believe. It's a really heady play. I wouldn't have thought about that one.
Yeah. Aaron commenting that Bellowing Tyrant on Stalag Squig is hilarious. It is.
You can just imagine a small rock in the corner that's just screaming at all these other squigs and trolls.
Yep. And then removes the charge token from the Bat Squig.
Getting an update in the chat that the Austrian Underworld scene. Oh, and
great fortitude onto the troll.
That make him just slightly harder to kill. That
absolutely
is
brutal.
Quite a bit of work there to still bring him down, knowing that he will get to heal at least one of that damage at the end of this round. But as I was saying, Tristan commenting in the chat, the Austrian Underworld scene, watching and rooting for Michael right now. I'm sure that he is aware of that and excited to be able to play in front of the camera for his folks back home. It'll be very interesting to see what is the final play here from Michael. I would imagine that he maybe wants to try and go deal with the Bat Squig, but that he would have to actually be able to kill him. And I don't know that he has the ability to do so outside of Duneclaw. Nah, he is committed to taking down the troll.
Into the surrounded.
Yeah, so he'll have the 1 dice, but he is going to have surrounded here. An interesting choice. So he gets the 1 success.
Oh, he may be going after the spite shroom.
He could be going after the spite shroom. 2 successes. The crit reducing the damage. Oh no, it was indeed Mollog. And then pulling both of the fish. That will inspire the warband. That does make Mollog quite scary. Giving him access to Grievous now on his range 1 attack. It appears that Michael has a plan, though, for Mollog. I think he believes that...
Lure of battle.
Ooh.
It
after
appears.
The push with the... after the push from the activation for Furain to get the Spine Fin in position so that he can then push to pull the Bat Squig out of position, I would guess that doing that right now means that he does, in fact, have a Strip the Realm in hand.
Yeah.
That is going to be brutal if so, and would put the score well in his favor, I would imagine, after this end phase.
Yeah, there could be a big end phase here for Michael.
That is a very heads-up play.
Oh, and a sidestep?
The sidestep, I believe, because to activate the push, he does, in fact, have to move both the Duneclaw and... Okay, so we're going to scoring. He's getting Fields of Blood and... I can't remember the name of it, but it's having 4 or more bounty worth of fighters charge in enemy territory.
So it's worth
very
another...
easy to do when Mollog himself is worth 4 bounty.
Yep, so he's...
Putting Hidden Aid onto Mollog. He gets to heal at the end of the round, as we discussed. He's gonna discard his, I think that's no contest. I'm not 100% sure what that card was for the objective. I think it's a Blazing Fury one. He gets Torn Landscape, Strip the Realm, and it's no friendly fighters adjacent.
So an excellent round of in-phase scoring there for Michael.
6. It means that Michael is now slightly ahead after a big end phase, and likely he is imagining that he has the ability to take out Mollog here in this round, where he is going to be inspired, so all of his fighter stats get slightly better. Both players drawn up. They're getting ready for a roll-off here. Cleaning up some cards.
Oh,
a double
surrounded
that's not,
and a
yes,
crit.
And so Bartosz will have the choice. He is almost certainly going to go first, having his Mollog here ready to hammer away at Furain.
This is actually somewhat scary.
This is. Furain does have the 1 damage on her. Being able to reduce the 4 damage by 1 is still not enough to save her. So she's going to have to hope that the...
This is 2 successes.
So she needs 2 successes, and then, yeah, there she goes. That is, I think, fairly big. That's a 2 bounty kill, and it frees up Mollog to start terrorizing the rest of the table. Not getting that roll-off probably hurts Michael here quite a bit.
I think there's still an opportunity maybe to take Mollog out of action, but does that align with everything else that Michael's card hand and deck is asking him to do?
Yeah, I do imagine that, like, if you are presented the opportunity to do it, you do, because without Mollog, I don't think that the warband can do a whole lot. He's putting great strength back onto Tamael, so that Tamael will have the ability to charge with a very accurate attack for quite high damage. Mollog does have 5 health remaining, though, so it is still quite a bit to chew through.
That's still a large ask, to be certain.
Yeah, minimum 2 hits here, and theoretically could be a bit more. Charging to his position where he can attack without keeping adjacency. And he gets crit and a success on the Mollog.
Yep. Can't stand fast.
Yeah. The
There's
damage
another
will be
3 damage.
for 3. And that will put Mollog down to just 2 health remaining, and that has got to be a little bit scary. Moving the spine fin closer because he can, and then delving back down with Duneclaw. The fact that he's delving the same token multiple times could be that he's working towards Broken Prospects, but I also wonder if he was choosing to bring Delving for Wealth, similar to what we saw Giovanni choose for his restricted card.
I think what is a scary prospect right now for Bartage is that both...
Quickly reviewing the War Scroll card for Mollog, I assume trying to remember what the Squig Revive ability is and how some of the other abilities work for moving the Squigs around when Mollog moves.
Yep. So I was commenting both Duneclaw and Elethane have Cleave innate on their attacks.
Yes.
So a bit of a scary prospect for Mollog at this point.
But only for this round. So perhaps that is part of the plan, is that Michael is playing towards round 2 to then try and be able to get the kill of Mollog. But getting Cleave on Mollog himself, I have to imagine that this is a prep for trying to take out Healing Potion, trying to get Duneclaw healed up. And we get the crit, so Duneclaw going all the way back up to full health. Oh, that's very good. But of course, bad news for Bartage. So Mollog's range 1 attack, having the cleave applied, he can choose to charge in with a 3 damage attack with cleave, but 3 damage is not enough to take out Elethane. He could try and take out Duneclaw. I did not. I think that might have been Headlong Charge, but I didn't get to really see what it was. If it is Headlong Charge, that opens things up for Mollog quite considerably. We see Allure of Battle come out for Bartage and pulling Finefin in.
Well, that may have been a great speed. Oh no, Headlong Charge.
It was Headlong Charge, so he can get up to speed 5. He wants Duneclaw down, and I think trying to do it now while he has Cleave, because the defense is going to be significantly reduced if he can't use the.
So it's 2 successes.
2 successes, needing
2 blocks, but not enough.
With the Cleave, that'll be enough. A card scored that clearly is. That is. I don't remember the name of it, but I know that it is for having a charged friendly fighter with a bounty of 3 or more in enemy territory.
And then a sidestep away
with Mollog, just trying to keep some distance. I think he is actually a little bit worried about getting taken out now. Hidden Aid going out onto Elethane, so he is going to be quite accurate. Commanding Stride, using all the tech to get Mollog away to safety.
That is
Commanding Stride in
Commanding
response.
Stride, which...
And with the bonus speed, Elethane can go hunt that troll. You just have to hope that he can roll the successes that he needs. If you're Michael. Tense moment. This may be the most important role of this battle.
Michael commenting,
Leave,
narrating, that is 2 crits and a success. That is quite the roll.
Absolutely nothing that Mollog can do, and that is a dead troll. With Mollog gone, a lot of the scoring is going to become quite difficult, and that's a 4 bounty kill. What a play. What a plan. Just with no fear, go right after the troll and show that you can take him right down.
It's a significant turnaround
now,
in the game
state.
After
this kill, we cannot trigger the heal because Tamael, or not the revive, because Tamael is still alive. Unfortunately, Spinefin is going to be blocking out Charged Out. So we are going to just have to take some activations with Spinefin here. Probably a charge from a Spinefin to open up another activation from Tamael before the end of this round.
Up. We're going to see an aggressive Spinefin charge against the Stalag Squig. Seems reckless.
It would be a bit wild. Now, thankfully, well-inspired Spinefin's accuracy is not actually terrible, and he does even have Ensnare, so if he wanted to go after the Bat Squig here, it wouldn't be terrible.
All right, so we have a Spite Shroom charge.
He does get 2 successes because of the surrounded ability, which is absolutely wild.
No successes.
No successes in response.
Spite Shroom
It is
does 2
only
damage.
For 2, so he is still alive. And still within reach to attack back once charged out. The move now could also potentially be dictated by what cards Michael is trying to score still.
We did not see Mollog's Mob Inspire the last time we had them on the stream.
No, we did not.
I had not looked at the inspired stats. I did not realize that both the Spite Shroom and the Bat Squig went to 2 damage when inspired.
Yes. So Trapped Cash to put out a little bit of damage onto the Stalag Squig. Michael, before confirming his attack, wanting to check and see if there are any cards that he needs to be considering now that Mollog is gone. The scored pile is looking to be about half of Bartaj's deck at this point. Some of the ones that really needed Mollog to still be alive, he already scored, which is probably pretty helpful. I think one that he is considering right now is there going to be the what is it called? Is it Unrelenting Massacre, where you score for having charged all fighters?
Yes.
And I believe Michael is worried about that as a possible score. He goes to finish his Delving for Wealth.
With just a move.
Previously, with the delve twice on the same token, it was in fact setting that up. And by moving Spinefin, he is going to be denying if Unrelenting Massacre does exist, it is going to be denying that.
All right.
Tamael is going to be charged here from the Bat Squig. Quite accurate here with 3 dice fully surrounded. But 3 hammers that will not go through. That is a result with no successes. Very unlikely that would happen. That is quite the bad break for Bartaj. And then moving again to delve once more, delving down every single token. And that is the final activation of the round. So that would also allow for Broken Prospects. Because Red Aftermath, aim for the top, and something else for 1. Keep have 5 or more fighters with mover charge tokens, which there are exactly 5. So Desolate Homeland, Broken Prospects, and against the odds here for Michael for another 4 glory in the end phase. That's quite good.
Still quite close.
Yes. I'm just now realizing that those Aquagranus tokens are actually not on the board. Because this is an Emberguard board, but they are just sitting just off to the board, and this whole time I was thinking about them and wondering if somebody might go and step on them for a little bit of extra glory.
I had that thought when Mollog was in that corner, and
yeah, we're getting the roll off here. Both players actually playing very quickly.
Double surrounded.
A tied result. Mollog.
Yeah, Mollog.
Actually, yes, Mollog giving the underdog to Bartaj.
Yes.
So Bartaj with the choice. Michael just quickly cleaning up his cards.
Yep.
We'll remove tokens. We have quite a few tokens still on the board, so there we go. I think Michael probably feeling some energy here from having already taken out Mollog. Being able to play smart and fast without having to worry about that troll.
Yep. So coming in, start with the
Yes,
Spite Shroom.
Spite Shroom hoping to get a kill here.
One success.
Gets one success
And a
and
dodge.
gets the save. Oh, wow. The dice continuing to be much in the Soul Wraith's favor here. The score is still quite close, and plenty of scoring still available to Bartosz. The Blazing Assault parent, or the Reckless Fury half of his deck, allowing for some scoring that otherwise may not be possible. Putting Duelist onto Tamael so that he can get away from these squigs after attacking. Or perhaps charging away and then pushing even further away. So that, yes, that is the play. Going to move to range 3 to be able to attack, and then push onto the token, most likely. We get no successes. One reroll says 1 success. Bat Squig.
So the harpoon is on swords.
Oh, the harpoon is on swords. Yes. Okay.
So no successes.
So yeah, no successes there. Probably was hoping to see a crit ensnare on that harpoon toss, but the positioning's still good. Keen Eye coming out onto the Bat Squig. Bat Squig very accurate here with 4 dice and fully surrounded.
Yes.
I believe Duelist also coming out onto the Bat Squig. Finding Brawler would probably be absolutely killer right now for Michael.
We have a super Bat Squig here.
One of the 2 glory upgrades. I'm not entirely
Maybe
sure
Great
which one.
Fortitude.
No, he put Great Fortitude on Mollog. This might even be Great Strength.
Yep.
Three successes. I don't believe there's any way. Yeah.
I think with
trying
the
to deny the overrun. Gets the critical effort here. And that is going to be for a 2 glory kill plus the surge for 3. And that actually puts Bartosz back in front here. The score staying incredibly close despite only having the 2 squigs really to work with. Depending on what Michael is holding in hand, he may just be able to play to the board state here instead of worrying about trying for kills.
Yep. Michael checking his scored objective pile, maybe trying to understand what's left.
Power card coming out just to pull the Bat Squig a little further away.
That is the card that allows you to pull a charged fighter towards
push adjacent to a charged fighter up to 2 hexes.
Yep.
It is Diving In, I believe, is the name of the card.
That is correct.
This is it's a tight one. Both players seeming to have very quick decisions. They seem to know exactly what they want to be doing at this point in the tournament.
Yeah, which I have to say is I'm impressed.
Yes.
Just watching that sequence of events, the power cards played, the diving charge from Mollog, and the ability for Elethane to get back in, watching the entire board state rotate as it did.
Yes. Something
as quickly as it did.
A dance around here on the board to try and contain advantage for positioning.
All right. So Michael going into his second activation.
Charging back onto a token and being able to attack from range.
I believe that
just
is
a move.
Just a
move.
Yes. Did he score something?
Sally Forth. Or no, not Sally Forth. It's hold 2 feature tokens with 2 fighters. It's share the load.
Share the
very nice surge there to be able to score that. Very easy one. With the 2 offensive squigs charged and having Bellowing Tyrant out, it is going to be possible to push those squigs into more advantageous position. But with the Illusory Fighter here actually setting up an attack, trying to take out Spinefin to deny the positioning. That is interesting, but unsure. Canny Sapper coming out onto the Spinefin. I have to imagine he will then have
shields up, apply the guard token,
apply the guard
pop
token,
Canny Sapper,
pop Spinefin away. That's excellent to have there to counter, be able to deny the Bat Squig, who is now quite out of position, I would imagine.
Quite the dance.
Absolutely. Continuing to play this positioning game as we suspected. Bellowing Tyrant getting away from Elethane, denying his attacks. The score being tied here, this is really, really going to come down to just some last activations.
So the push and then Bellowing Tyrant forcing you to remove a charge token.
Yes. Bellowing Tyrant giving some more opportunities for charges. That is actually excellent.
It's quite the cheeky
Yeah.
play to put that on the Stalagwig,
Wow.
who has you really have no interest in attacking.
No, really. Absolutely.
Now that fighter becoming quite useful.
Now, it is curious though, because I'm not entirely sure what it is that Bartosz is trying to work to score. Yes, he can charge again with the Bat Squig, but I'm not sure that he has a route to getting a kill with the Bat Squig, since he only has one more activation, I believe.
Yes.
So he could, of course, try to kill Spinefin, but I'm not sure that killing one more fighter who's not worth any bounty is going to be useful, unless he has some surges in hand for having making attacks or some dice rolls. Are looking at delving there, yes. Both players have slowed down a bit to think things through. There's very few opportunities left to do anything in the game, so trying to make sure that they don't miss anything here. Elethane deciding to just move away, just to try and protect his position, trying to stay away from the Bat Squig. Once again, looking back through the scored objectives, trying to decide what else there might be.
Just continuing to see the highest level of play.
Yes.
At this event, and each time I think I've seen the best game.
Yes.
Then we see the next one.
Yes. It is really quite impressive at this point. They were flying through this round right until the very last activations, where now it is going to come down to the slimmest of margins to be able to get this one out.
Yep. Skylar commenting, if we haven't seen push through yet, we'll be safeguarded against a 2-charge scenario.
Yes. Absolutely possible. I think the risk of trying to do that is that by charging in now, you would certainly be opening the Bat Squig back up to getting attacked in response. Bat Squig is fairly defensive, but
I think here in Battle Round 2 is probably the last time that you want the Bat Squig to get attacked.
Yes.
By Elethane.
An absolutely bloody game. We've seen tons of play from both.
All right, Michael checking the number just to move.
Yes.
That is the final activation. I believe pulling the Bat Squig out of any kind of danger. So continuing to assess the discarded objective deck.
Having to look through, getting getting a recount of the glory.
Yep. Yep. Just confirming.
Just to make sure that everyone is accurate here. Michael's glory somewhat divided in ways that are,
Yep. So
I
he
assume, slightly difficult to count
Yep.
at a glance. So Bartosz just asking for a quick count.
Our count appears to be
move.
off by 1.
And a delve. Both players now having delved. You get Fields of Blood for 1. And what does Bartosz have here? Nothing for Bartosz. Was that actually round 3? They are
No.
recording scores.
Oh, that was round 3. Yes. We have not
So
been paying attention.
Michael taking the win here, just barely. But we knew it was going to come down to...
Oh, and Michael moving the spine fin onto the objective for the tiebreakers. The game was moving so quickly.
Yeah.
I was shocked that we were already in round 3. So it did not register to me. Apologies to the stream for not keeping up with that. So the final score, I believe, was 18-16.
Wasn't it 16-16 into the end phase?
I think we were off by 1.
Oh, we were off by 1.
Yes. The cards have not made their way into the card slot. I am going to intervene slightly to remind Michael that he has Laura Battle sitting on the card holder so that he does not play with an incomplete deck. I will be right back.
All right, so getting some fun banter in the chat here. Surprised that the score was still so close even after Mollog went down. I agree, but it is not easy to overstate how important having the ability for the squigs to be giving that surrounded status at all times is, just for being adjacent. And then being able to just continue to bomb charges and pick up scores, the Reckless Fury pairing here, giving a lot of extra scoring that maybe doesn't feel like it should be as passive as it is, but it definitely is. The strip early on, Mateo, yes, definitely very big for that game, being able to get that strip to realm. It is, I imagine, somewhat difficult to work around when you do only have the 3 fighters that can move, though. Both players shuffling and cutting each other's decks. I have to imagine that both players actually feel pretty good about their play in that first game and probably feel like they have plenty of opportunity to be able to come back here and push for a game 3. Now, it'll be interesting. The board choice is going to go to Bartosz for this one, and I would guess he does not want this board again.
Yeah, there were several times where those block hexes seemed to make a difference in his ability to get where he wanted to go.
He was also using them quite effectively to block out some of the longer range charges from Tamael and from Elethane. So
that's true.
Maybe he actually is happy with this board. It'll be interesting to see, though.
I'd have to wonder if I am the Mollog player about avoiding the Spitewood to not give
the rerolls.
The rerolls.
Yeah, that could be. That could be. I would think. My assumption would be flip this board over, play the other side of it. But no, Bartosz taking that Ember Guard board and putting it aside, making it seem fairly likely that he is considering the Spitewood board, because very quickly just set aside the folded up Ember Guard.
The Waystone hexes, yep. And it looks like we might be seeing
We're
exactly
reviewing...
the board I did not choose. Again, I will comment as I have. There's a reason that they are on the stream and I am not.
Yes. So this board is seemingly not been used quite a bit yet. It is still sort of sitting up a little bit off the board.
I imagine as soon as Mollog ends up on either parts of that board, things will be fine.
Just to answer Tristan's question here, as far as we could tell, it looked like the game went to Michael by just a very small margin. We think the final score was 18-16, but we are not 100% certain about that. All right, so that first token came out far in the back. Gives yes, okay, so Bartosz thinking about the positioning here for that token, probably trying to avoid having more spots for either Spinefin or Duneclaw to be able to push onto those hexes for free. That one being right next to that starting hex is still technically possible, but much less likely.
Bartosz maybe rethinking his strategy,
Yeah, and
completely
choosing to
away
put the
from
token completely away from any starting hexes to avoid the issue entirely.
right, and blocks out any other placement on that side in the same direction as the first token.
Yes. Now there technically is one spot next to that Waystone hex that if he were to activate an elf in that back deployment spot, he could actually push on backwards and sideways to grab both. I don't know that that's going to actually be the game plan though, because he probably doesn't really want to sit an elf all the way back there and just stand put while they take a core action. Yes, he is trying to give himself a few more options here, but all the tokens actually quite close together. A little bit surprised about that, although again, we saw a very aggressive start from Michael to try and take out Mollog before he could really do too much damage. And that may be the same strategy here again. Comment here from Tristan. Yes, I would imagine playing a tournament while trying to watch a tournament would make it very difficult to keep track of what's going on. The Aqua Garanas tokens both coming out fairly deep in each other's territory, as we have continued to see in all the games except yesterday, when we suspected that perhaps because the Wormspat wanted Kurnoth's Heralds to leave their territory and come and fight in the middle of the board, that the Aqua Garanas token did not go deep into Yaroslav's territory. Interesting choice, having the Stalag Squig very central to the deployment of all of Michael's fighters. Not entirely sure why the very far back. Getting Tamil and Furain centrally located here. We get the roll off for the round.
Oh.
And the sword. So
just one roll off this time, not
just
seven.
The one. Just the one. It is not Thorns, but Gitz.
Yeah, Wormspat versus Gitz in the other semifinal with Jaroslav's Wormspat that we had on the stream yesterday, and Alexander playing Gitz.
We see the Spite Shroom charge to start things off.
Michael, exasperated at all of the aggression
Yes.
towards the crab.
Always.
No.
With only the
one
one. So the
success.
attack will get through. 1 damage. Driving back possible. Getting best foot forward. Very simple charge as long as he can get a successful attack off. And having surrounded on all of your attacks means that your fighters are some of the most accurate in the game.
Yep.
So,
yeah. Very good.
covering up that token certainly is going to complicate things slightly for, starting with a standing shot. He's deciding to just attack the Stalag Squig right off the bat.
Oh, that
One
is a
crit.
critical success. No successes.
No.
2 damages onto
Stalag Squig, and being able to stand there and pull the spine fin onto the token. Getting the delving started here. And again, having these extra Aquagranus tokens on the outside edges of the board, it kind of is confusing my brain a little bit to have those extra tokens right there, but
Yep.
It doesn't seem to be affecting either player.
Right. And as long as the players are okay with it, then we will deal with it.
Looks like probably just going to be a move, perhaps, from the Batswig, but he could charge. Ooh, an aggressive charge here. I'm probably going after Furain.
Yep.
Yes, and making it clear who is being attacked by pointing at the fighter cards.
That is one
that.
success.
I know it's not for our benefit, but I do appreciate it.
A critical success.
And no, just the crit. So the standfast was already going to be possible regardless.
This is the rare instance, though, where if he chose, he could drive back.
Yeah. So having rolled more crits does actually still help there. He is staggered. Choosing to make a standing attack, I'm imagining into the Bat Squig. 3 hammers, though. Reroll says a crit. Bat Squig will do a crit in response. Wow, nice. Very good. Driving away. Getting a... Yes, the surge for making 2 attacks without charging.
Saying that early again with ranged fighters is always nice.
Yes. This start actually feels pretty similar to the last game. Tamael getting impossibly quick to make him slightly more defensive. I'm not entirely sure if... I don't quite know who Mollog is going to want to target here early on. It's just some contemplation as to whether that was the correct move to make, and Tamael does indeed get that upgrade. We are going to, it looks like, see perhaps an upgrade coming out. Just a quick discussion of the board state. Being able to think through the plays as we are used to. Both players making sure to have all information before making their decisions.
Yep. One of the great things about this event is that there are at least 2 judges, if not 3. So one is able to regularly come over and keep our players apprised of how much time is left in the round. Check in on them regularly, which is great to see.
Changing his mind, selecting a different upgrade, putting out Keen Eye and a Mollog. Now that is a big deal because that is increasing Mollog's accuracy considerably.
Oh.
So for the third activation here, we are indeed going to see the charge from Mollog. Now, okay, yes. he seems to want Furain gone.
Yep.
This was the play last game, and he is continuing to do it.
Yep.
He's fully surrounded on 3 hammers here.
Yep. With brutal.
And yes, he uses brutal on this attack. So he has 2 successes. And the 2 crits. Michael getting the dice.
The stream dice.
Stream dice going in his favor.
Yeah, Multi-Apocalypse commenting at this speed, the round time should not be an issue. We don't imagine that it will be, but it is nice to see the judges coming by and just checking anyway.
Yes. That is a wild roll to be able to pick up. Shields up coming out onto Mollog just to make him slightly more defensible and making it hard to get away from him. Now it would certainly be. It's a difficult choice to decide what do you do about Mollog now. You can start to try and put the damage on him, and that does appear to still be Michael's plan. Ooh, and he is twisting the knife again, same as last. Wow, this is so similar to how things started last time.
Yep. So
got the extra dice. He gets 2 successes, and the reroll for 3 successes. Mollog needing a crit to reduce. He does. He gets the crit to reduce. So it'll still do 2 damage, but 2 considerably better when you have 7 to work with.
And we see the delve.
Yes, we see the delve. Second token being delved down. Bartosz having 1 more activation. I have to imagine he's just going to take another swing with Mollog here while he can. He certainly has the accuracy, but I'm sure he was hoping to be able to get the kill here on Furain this round, and that is not going to be able to happen even with the swing that he has available now.
Yeah. I'm going to go out on a limb and say not that strategy, and I wonder if the play is to move on to the Aqua Garanis.
It could be.
To heal twice.
Heal.
And score that additional glory because with the guard token.
That could indeed work. With the guard token, he would be able to do that. I do wonder if the aggression is just going to dictate what has to happen here. I don't know if trying to bide that time actually works well when you have a hand that likely requires that you keep making attacks.
Yep.
Although if he has something like keep chopping, he has already picked that up.
Yeah, we'll see it.
He's also already has the score for having the 4 bounty worth of fighters with charge tokens in enemy territory, so he has some end phases already locked up, so it is indeed possible. He could choose to just go get that 1 extra Aqua Garanis token. Now, there is a time factor, though, in doing that, in that it is letting Michael have more activations without damage on his fighters. Choosing to delve again here. After the activation.
This does not appear to be an easy decision for Bartosz to make.
I think the other thing that is a risk is that if you walk Mollog away, it does give you some freer reign to go and try and disrupt the Spite Shrew. And as we saw last game, getting stripped around in round 1 may have been the deciding factor.
Yeah, the game glory differential being 2, being able to score strip the realm was certainly a big part of that.
I think both players really considering that this is a big moment, despite being so early on in the game.
You have to ask, do I leave Mollog at risk in an attempt to put Furain on in a position where she could be taken down in a single strike?
Yes, indeed.
Or do we do something different?
And there it is, the Mollog walking onto the Aquagranus, guaranteeing a glory and a heal to get all the way back up to full health, unless Michael were to decide to hit him again before the end of the round. I don't think that will be the play, just because I think he probably needs to be playing for the tokens and might even just want to get away from Mollog at this point.
Pulling Furan away from Mollog at this point to go after the Spite Shroom.
Having a pretty accurate attack there.
Yep. Might be a good choice.
But, as we saw last game, priority number 1 did seem to be kill Mollog. Lure of Battle, to pull Elephane in closer there. A little unsure. I guess just to make it harder for Elephane to escape, if that is the plan.
Yeah, definitely keeps Elethane from being able to get to the Spite Shroom at this point.
Getting the question in the chat, why would Mollog be at full health? He heals 1 from the Aquagranus, but Mollog's War Scroll now also heals him. But yes, we do indeed see Furain getting away and trying to play for that token. We see just a crit, but the reroll will help here. But he's not going to reroll because he wants the Branching Fate.
Yep.
And just a block and response. So he does not get it. And so he gets the drive back and the overrun. That is big. And it probably feels good to get that Branching Fate out of his hand.
Yes.
It'll be interesting to see if the trade-off there was valuable, because...
Pushing.
Yeah.
Delving.
Getting his fighters all moved up. Delving down. Yeah, I do believe seeing Mollog with a guard token and playing sidestep to get away from Mollog for the start of the next round. Yep. And we get keep the 2 cards that I talked about are the 2 cards that get scored.
So that'll be an additional 3.
And then eventually the Aquagranus, which I think he just took the glory for that right now.
All right.
Just to make sure it doesn't get forgotten.
Yep.
Putting out Duelist and
maybe Brawler?
An aid? I'm not entirely sure. We get Broken Prospects and Fields of Blood. Getting that last hit in was very important to be able to trigger Fields of Blood. So that'll be 3 glory for Michael as well.
Yep.
Putting out, that looked like accurate, coming out onto Tamael and drawing back up after that. The plan does still seem to be tool up Tamael to be a bit of a cruise missile here. When he charges, getting that extra dice.
And I believe that Tamael has Agile on. And Mollog is not inspired. This going into round 2, which seems a much safer prospect.
Yeah.
Than going into round 2 as I hit the button quite deliberately this time.
All right, so we get the roll. A single.
And a single.
No
underdog.
No underdog yet.
Swords. And a single.
So Bartosz getting the choice, that probably feels quite good. Being able to have his choice of what he wants to do with Mollog here to start. And no, Rob, Strip was not scored there. It was Fields of Blood and Broken Prospects. Quite a few more fighters still on the board here and start of round 2 than
that is true.
Game.
Yeah.
The dice were coming hot and heavy at the beginning of the first game. We get share the load off this charge, but here we go with a crit. But Mollog does not roll any successes, so to drive him off, dealing 2 damage. Repositioning onto Treasure 1.
I don't know why I tapped Glory for putting damage on.
Michael looking through his scored objectives, probably just double checking that his glory count was correct. Perhaps looking to see what else he could be drawing back into, but at the moment appearing to not have power cards that he would like to play. Bartaj taking a long look at that hand before deciding what his play should be.
All right. So Spine Fin, Bat Squig. Coming in possibly to soften up Elethane. That is one success.
Two crits again. Wow.
With the stream dice.
All right, just deciding to say, not going to get hit.
All right, an upgrade coming out. Not sure what that is.
That's Glory Seeker.
That is a tasty upgrade.
He's gonna have a little extra damage into Mollog here.
He would.
Illusory Fighter being, well, it looks like maybe he's reconsidering. Elethane at the moment quite accurate, has access to cleave. The Grievous certainly a good option to have, but does Mollog need to be scared enough to teleport away completely to safety, or just to another spot where he can be able to swing later?
Oh. So committed to the play.
Yeah, deciding to just get away. I think he realizes that Michael really does have a game plan for killing Mollog, and he wants no part of it.
Right. A dead Mollog does him no good. So final upgrade coming out, spending 2 glory. You have to imagine it's great strength.
Maybe. I'm really not sure.
Attacking the Bat Squig with determined effort.
So he can have an extra dice on this. Well supported.
It's a crit success.
Only the 1 die in response, so there wasn't any way to be able to stop that.
And it must be great strength.
Yeah, it must have been great strength to be able to go
3 damage.
And then being able to pull his fighters, continuing to reposition the sea creatures. Such a great ability to be able to keep repositioning the board like that. Mollog quite out of position, I would say now. Does still have the charge on Duneclaw there, but that's not exactly a great attack into the 2 block. Although I'm sure he'd still take it. But accurate coming out. So now with 3 dice, Hidden Aid, and a reroll, I think he actually is starting to feel quite a bit better about his odds. It is possible at this point the Bat Squig could still come back. And yes, we are seeing the charge from Mollog trying to take out Duneclaw.
Hidden Aid gives us
2
2
successes. His reroll says 3 successes.
A crit.
It's a crit to stand fast and survive it. That's got to be pretty or no, because it's a 3 damage attack at range 1. He already had the damage on him, so no. And then the Duelist being able to push onto that token, helping to play against Strip the Realm. I have to imagine that he is going to be fully aware of it this game after having given it up in just round 1.
Right. Yeah. Let's just hope he remembers there's a token under there, since Mollog's base is so large.
I believe both players should be at 7 glory by their tokens. I don't quite know. Oh, yeah, the kill just right now. Yeah.
Right.
That bounty. We're taking attack.
A Spine Fin attack on the Spite Shroom.
Yeah, I think because he has ensnare and a reroll. So the one sword, but the ensnare.
So
Taking him-
take out the spite shroom.
Taking out the spite shroom with the fish.
Multi-Apocalypse commented in the chat. It is certainly appropriate. It looks like Squig is back on the menu, boys.
Yes. And I suppose that must mean that he put Duelist on to Spinefin. So after that attack, pushing away from Mollog, so that Mollog does not have a swing at Spinefin. Ooh, wow, that's that diving in is pretty brutal there. Spinefin moving away to try and be safe, actually opening up a move there to take quite the swing. Delving, yes, the cheeky delve on the Aqua Granis token. It still counts as delving a feature token, does not count as delving a treasure, but if you're just working towards delving 3 times or something, perfectly reasonable.
Right. So Quirin has done the work to take the Aqua Granis and bottle it up.
Yeah. And then most likely next turn she might decide to take it back out of the box and pour it all over the floor again.
It could be a thing that happens.
This is a little bit scary, I think, for Tamael. Mog's probably just going to keep swinging away. Now, of course, if he does kill Tamael now, Elethane is right there to come back in. Deciding to go on guard with Spinefin. And that breaks Canny's Sapper that must have come out that we didn't get to see and get Tamael away to safety. That is a good play.
Well,
the fish on 2 dodge, but so
2 dodge on guard.
Yeah, the extra guard making this actually fairly difficult to hit.
2 successes,
two successes
with hidden aid.
The reroll 2 successes. So
2 successes
yes, that
because
will
he is
work
on
because
guard.
he is on guard.
Yep.
Mollog duelisting, continuing to try and be in a threatening position.
Now threatening Quirin.
Yes. Now the interesting thing is he's on the token, and I have to imagine that he's wanting to continue playing to deny strip. But that also does mean that if Michael wants it, he has that Waystone Hex that he can charge to, and have the extra reroll for trying to hit Mollog.
I'm not sure here Elethane can quite make it there.
Elethane, they're all inspired right now, and during the round they're inspired. They do have extra movement.
Ooh, that's
Wait a minute. On attack, I don't think Michael's charged out here.
who is
Does Elethane have a charge token? Oh, he was attacking with Elethane.
using the ranged attack onto the spite room.
And interesting, he used the blade or catch weapon after the attack from Elethane there, so that now he has charge tokens on all of his fighters. That is actually quite bad because we must already be going to scoring. No. Why are we showing? A focus coming out here.
Oh, that may be
Showing the cards that are being discarded. Yes, that is indeed what is happening.
Yeah, so no score for Bartage in the end phase, it appears.
Yeah, I do imagine that having given out that charge token is going to be pretty bad here. I think Unrelenting Massacre is a very reasonable likelihood here. There's also possibly something he's actually digging for with the focus. Realizing that it's better to find Unrelenting Massacre now while everyone is indeed charged. He passed and didn't delve, but he doesn't have Strip the Realm, so it ended up not hurting him. That was probably a little bit of a heart attack moment. Yes, and there is the Unrelenting Massacre. That was 4 points, I think, added for Michael. We'll just count up the total tokens.
Yep. So 13 to 11 is the total now.
Yes.
According to the table, which we'll just have to track via the table.
So having gained his Unrelenting Massacre, I think that Bartosz is probably feeling pretty good now, having the score in a position. There's twice now, though, that these end phases could have been absolutely brutal for Bartaj. It's unfortunate for Michael that he didn't have strip yet, because both in round 1 and 2, he had the ability to score it. Bartaj having forgotten to delve at the end of round 2 there. He was not punished for it, but he very clearly realized as soon as he passed that that was a mistake. In a bit of a pickle here, he'll be able to revive one squig. I have to imagine he's going to do so as soon as possible.
Oh,
the
the
crit
crit
will definitely allow Bartaj to take it. He is most certainly the underdog.
So both players.
Both players looking at all the cards that have already been scored, all the cards that have already been discarded, trying to think through what is left in their deck and what their total glory could end up being, I have to imagine. Trying to figure out, like, do you have to kill Mollog to have enough glory to win this game? Yeah, Sumsky commenting that Mollog base size, it just hides everything. Very hard to know what kinds of tokens might be lurking underneath there. I almost wonder if it would help for Mollog players to, like, fill in the bottom of their base so that when they stand on a token, it actually raises up.
Yeah. Put Mollog on a slight pedestal.
Yeah. And here we go into round 3. Oh, no, we are already into round 3. The dice were just not rolled in the tray, so I do believe Mollog landed that hit. He gets to pick up 2 surges off the attack for a perfect strike and something. I think it was best foot forward. I'm not entirely sure. Mollog getting the great fortitude. Bringing a tie to, or a score to the tie here. It'll be interesting. What is Michael's play? He could continue to try and pressure, but needing to do 7 damage in a single round, that is quite the ask. Any misses would basically put him out of range. I think, yes, the play is just going to be to move away and play to the board.
There's plenty of space, plenty of tokens spread around. I think kiting Mollog at this point may be the way to go.
And I do think Mollog could try to go after Furain. It's putting great strength on Mollog since he's not inspired.
Nope, so getting that Grievous anyway.
Getting Elethane an extra health here with great fortitude. Trying to make sure that no one is getting one shot that can't be revived.
Or just run away.
But losing Tamael here is still worth 2 bounty, and that would be quite bad. I do believe Tamael does have his I do believe Tamael still has impossibly quick on him, so he has 2 defense dice instead of 1. But at this point, Mollog's accuracy is such that I don't know that any real defensive profile is denying or giving Bartaj pause, I should say.
Oh.
Yeah, and he does really want Furain.
Nice centrally placed charge there. I believe able to reach every other feature token after a move or possibly removing a charge token.
Could be.
So there's 1 success.
So 1 success. Rerolls.
Comes 2 successes.
2 successes.
And
a crit and a success. Wow. Continuing to have these great defensive rolls here, denying Mollog's attacks.
Now that was a tie.
It was a tie. He can drive back if he wants, but no.
No, because it's a true stand fast, not a counts as stand fast.
The actual rolled stand fast instead of phantasmal forms.
Yeah.
It says wow, and then also going for the attack. I wonder, did he put Duelist out onto Elethane?
He may have.
so that he
on-
can make this attack and push away.
Yep.
Trying to think through the positioning before he rolls the dice. Yes, 4 dice.
one critical
ooh,
success.
Boy. Just
One reroll.
with
2
2
successes.
successes, 1 is a crit. That does go through, and he can drive back.
Took the token with it. Oh no, not on the token this time.
No, not right now. Not on the token.
So no duelist.
No. Yes. Somsky remembering that duelist was put out onto the fish. And we've already seen sidestep played, I believe. So I don't know that there's another move.
A
Getting
healing
heal,
potion.
not getting 2. But that still leaves him with a whopping 6 health.
Not sure that's possible with 2 activations.
Uh,
Glory Seeker and Great Strength.
He does have 3 damage from 2 fighters, but he would have to land both those hits. Wants to check the score here, I think, or check for a card having been scored. That's what it actually looked like. Is asking, have you already scored this card?
Going on guard.
Just go on guard. Yes,
yep.
And then he picks up his surge. Very, very
Fighter
heady.
with a charge token and a guard token in enemy territory.
Just taking your glory where you can.
It's another tight game. Excellent play on both sides.
Yeah, absolutely. This is got to be tough. Aquagranus is certainly an option for. Yes, it looks like that is probably where Michael.
Oh, no, a
okay,
move on
probably
to the
going to
feature.
delve down 5 before moving on to the Aquagranus. Choosing, ooh, we know at this point, having not seen it, and it looks like there is 1 more objective in the deck. Does he have Strip the Realm in hand, or is Strip the Realm sitting in the deck? I also believe we have yet to see a score of Delving for Wealth. He's certainly able to still score it. Being able to use the delves.
It's not delving.
He's going to choose to bring back the Bat Squig, though. So he can revive the Bat Squig, and the revive allows him to place that squig, I believe, in a starting hex. This is really pretty tense here in that, like, slight missteps will be the deciding factor here. The score is just razorly thin close, and did Bartosz play sidestep? I believe Bartosz has already played a sidestep, but I could be misremembering from the last game. Having to try and think through all the possible cards that could be played. I know for a fact both players have played, or that Bartosz played his Lure of Battle, and we know Bartosz used his Diving In. Final activation here.
So
going to go stand on the token, almost certainly just going to delve it right away so that he doesn't
purposefully
forget.
Delving.
Urain going to delve as well. Does he have the play?
He's on guard, cannot be driven back. Is there a Lure of Battle?
Checking the
I don't think
glory
he can
one more
get
time.
Close enough.
Trying to understand. Oh. If there is a world where if Bartosz still has a push to get Mollog into no one's territory, being that he has 4 bounty on his own, he can score Arena Mortis with just Mollog standing in no one's territory. That has got to be
You
at
have to
least a
imagine
possibility still.
that's what Michael is thinking about.
Now, doing that would mean giving up the. It would mean giving up strip potentially, but he would also have to have strip in hand. This
Yep.
final activation going to be very difficult to decide as to what the right play is, because I think ultimately it all comes down to who's got what in terms of what cards.
Yep.
Score being one higher for Bartosz. Checking the token numbers here. Trying to think about if things come to the tie. I have to imagine that. Yes, Spinnerite. We've been thinking about that one card quite a bit. If it is indeed strip hiding in the deck still, it is a pretty brutal situation indeed. To have had the ability to potentially score.
Okay, Lure of Battle on
Okay,
to the Bat Squig.
Okay, so maybe there's a surge still in hand that he's going to be playing for instead. That must be what is going on here. Oh no. I believe that was
no successes.
Although it looks like he scored something for doing that. As
our count may be.
With those stacked glory tokens, it's a little hard to tell.
I believe they're 5 each.
If they're 5 each, then that would put Michael score to 15. But I don't know how he would have done that.
May have missed something.
Yes, he probably scored. It's Fields of Blood.
40K and Sigmar players, you should be finishing
I believe,
battle round 1.
as we just went to scoring, I believe that means that Michael took this.
That is
not 100%
what it looks
sure,
like.
but I believe that means that Michael took this game. The last sequence there was a little hard for us to track. I believe that there was get stuck in, scored on the attack, a delve to be holding objective 5. He had already delved an odd objective to score one more. So we're doing a quick recount of the total glory, trying to just make sure that the scores are indeed accurate. But yes, I believe
what
that
an intense game.
Yes, that
Very
was
tight.
a win. Oh my goodness. Incredibly well done by both players, having a net glory difference of only 2, I believe.
Across the whole game, maybe
Or,
3
no,
if our
3,
count
3.
was off on
Yeah, 3.
on game 1. But
It was 3.
congratulations to Michael on that.
Yeah,
Congratulations
wow.
to Bartosz on some excellent play.
I don't know that either player could really be upset about that. There was some great dice back and forth. Really amazing play. Elthane's continuing to be very, very impressive. Now, I believe we mentioned this at the start of the stream, but as we were delayed because GW has some rules they need to follow in terms of what it means to have a minor playing in the game. We are not allowed to interview Michael after this game. We'll almost certainly try to get an interview with Bartosz here if he is amenable. But we could also just talk to Michael and relay some of his thoughts about the game and some of his deck strategy.
Yeah, I think that sounds like a great idea. So,
but we're going to take a quick break here, and if we can get an interview, we'll be back shortly.
Right, and we're back. And we just chatted with Michael about his game. If you missed it before, Michael is actually considered a minor in the United States, so we're not able to have him on the stream. But Phil and I just chatted with him for quite a decent amount of time after the game. He seems in good spirits, and so was more than willing to answer a few of our questions. So, Phil, I'll let you jump in, and I figure we can kind of just go back and forth.
Yeah, sure. So, I mean, we mostly were trying to understand, like, so why the Elethane's pick, which fairly straightforward in that they're a strong warband. They can flex pretty well. They have some tools that are honestly pretty hard to deal with. I think Furane's ability to always stand fast is a big factor here. It has certainly played a part in many players' matches, having seen 4, I believe, Elethanes at this tournament.
I believe so, yeah.
Maybe it was 5. So not particularly surprising. The deck pairing different from the other Elethanes that we've seen. Asked a little bit about that, and it was mostly just wanting to be able to flex, having the pushes, having the aggression that does exist, just innate to some of those strong stats in round 2. And as we saw, it's a solid game plan, being able to do that.
Yeah, I think so. The other comment that Michael made is that he is a huge Ideneth fan.
Oh,
so
yeah.
He brought,
so just playing your favorite faction, for sure.
Yeah. So, when your favorite faction just happens to be really good, it feels really nice.
Yeah, perfect world. I'm certainly in that same boat right now, getting back to Starbloods and realizing that I'm going to be able to have a good time with these guys. They're pretty good again.
Yeah, once again, getting back into things. I'll just have to wait, I guess, for OCR to get retuned or something.
Yeah.
I haven't played Kurnoth yet, so I don't know.
True.
And we've seen them put to good use by G. I don't know if I'm at that level, but we'll find out.
You could find out. Yeah. Pick up his deck, give it a whirl, see how it goes for you.
Could be good. So the other thing that I asked is the one that I always ask, the questions about your background. He said he started gaming, playing chess with his grandfather, which is has been a trend for a lot of the Europeans.
Yeah. He actually, I believe, said, like everyone. And I thought, that is not a common experience, I don't think, in the United States.
It is not. I did play chess, but...
I played as well, but not with my grandfather.
Right,
and,
no. And then he actually, I think Underworlds is his first miniatures game, and he didn't get started until Beastgrave when Morgok and Morgwaith were released.
Yes.
So.
Yes, absolutely. Which, for those of you who don't remember, was a bit of a turbulent time for everyone.
Right.
For those who don't know, Michael is also running the Staggerers blog, so I have to imagine you'll probably see more about his build there after the tournament is over, probably once he gets home.
Yeah.
Has always had some good content in there, so for folks who haven't checked it out before, absolutely feel free to do so. We did also ask, of the 2 remaining opponents he could get paired into, how he was feeling about the 2 options, and he seemed in good spirits about both Gitz and Wormspat, but did seem to have the slight preference to want to take down Gitz that one more time.
Yeah, commented that he got paired against Gitz 5 times at the World
WTC?
Team, the World Team Championship, and had a lot of success there, but not with Elethane, obviously, because I think it was prior to their release. He was using Grimwatch, but understanding that warband, how they work, possibly what they're trying to do, I think
could be a factor.
Tip things in his favor.
But I think sounded like feeling ready for either opponent.
Yeah.
So it should be a great one, and we are certainly looking forward to seeing that on stream, regardless of what the matchup is.
All right.
I think that's going to do it for us for right now. We're going to go back to a little bit of a break because this round finished pretty quick. So I think there's going to be a little while until our next game.
Wow. So we'll probably close the stream, but you can look for the next one to start a little before 2 p.m. Eastern.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks, everybody. We'll see you.